everybody, welcome to the Morphin Grid. I'm Jake.
I'm Josh.
And today we're watching episode 47 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Reign of the Jellyfish. That's reign as in Roman, comma.
Or for the rest of you, as in the reign of a king.
As in the movie Reign of Fire. You remember that movie?
It's not the weather.
Reign of Fire. It aired originally on February 16th, 1994. That's the first time we have mentioned that in several episodes. I don't remember the last time we did the date.
Did you say that? I'm sure you said it right. I heard 1964. I don't think that's what you said.
I don't think so either, but it's 1994, just to be sure.
Okay.
So if you're new here, what's up, guys? Welcome to the podcast.
I'm pretty sure you could just take that out of any other episode and just put it in instead of saying it every time because it's the same.
I could, but this is real. This is real life, Josh. This is real emotion.
It would take
this is my edge
5
moment.
episodes for anyone to
notice. Yeah,
because there would be one tiny little background like ding, and that they would finally pick up on a few episodes.
Or they'd just be like, Josh hasn't interrupted him in a while. Why is that? So if you're new here, what we do is we pause the recording, we go watch an episode of Power Rangers, we come back and we watch it. We don't know what?
We watch it, and then we come back and
we watch it again. No.
We watch it off mic. I almost said camera. It's not a video, though.
Definitely off camera.
We watch it off mic, and then we come back and watch it on mic.
Yeah. No, we're not going to do that. We're not gonna... Some episodes I could not watch twice. But we pause the recording, go watch an episode of Power Rangers, and we come back and we talk about it.
Yeah.
We don't watch it again. And we invite you to watch along with us if you have Netflix or the DVDs, which are available through Shout Factory, or you can probably get them at Walmart. I've seen them at Walmart.
Yeah. We've been using Netflix out of convenience recently, but we watch them in the order of the DVD listing.
Yeah, we go in the DVD order.
So look that up if you don't have them to see. I mean, we say what episode it is anyway.
Right.
So just watch that episode. It's not going to be in order on Netflix because I think the one after this on Netflix is The Crystal of Nightmares, which we've done already.
Which was 2 ago.
Yeah.
So weird. I don't know what order that is. I don't know if that's like the order they aired in or the production order.
I don't think it's the order they aired. I think is the DVD the order they aired?
No, the DVD is the order they were produced in.
Okay.
I think Netflix might be the order they aired in, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't know. Heck if I know. So we're gonna go do that.
It's
Morphin time.
Hey, we're back, and we just watched The Reign of the Jellyfish.
Just Reign of the Jellyfish. There's
We
no
just
definite
watched
articles.
the episode Reign of the Jellyfish.
Yeah, no definite article in it, which is appropriate because he doesn't really reign over anything.
He reigns over the Rangers for a hot minute.
I mean, for like a second. We'll talk about that when we get there. Bing! So, before we do that, though, morphingrid.tumblr.com is our website. It is updated, you guys. It's really updated for real. Number 4 real.
Yeah, now it's on me to do the Facebook, which I was
Yeah.
going to do today. And
Yeah.
instead,
Watched wrestling.
I watched the wrestling, made Pokemon wallpaper.
It looks real good, though. So,
Yeah.
time well spent. Link to that in the show notes.
Yeah, when I end up making that Pokemon blog, which is going to just be a Tumblr,
super convenient.
you can look forward to seeing those wallpapers on there.
Yeah. So, morphingrid.tumblr.com is updated. Guys, go check it out because I got links to stuff. At the very least, you need to go find the "Grow Girl" song, which is called.
I haven't even checked our Tumblr since you updated it.
Which
so
is
I gotta
called
get on that.
"Hey Rita," because they say "Hey,"
Senorita.
because they say it in it. Even though I think the only time that song is ever in the show is in that episode.
I wouldn't put it past them to like later
use it
have it
again?
come in. So they're fighting like some weird like fire monster, and then it's just, plant the seed and grow, girl.
Well, there's other things in it, so like they would just like be quiet about the "Grow Girl" part and then like bring it up,
Or just cut it
for the other
entirely.
part, or do that. They do that a lot.
They'll just have the instrumental version during that, and then when the relevant lyrics come up, just switch the
then
lyrics.
"Hey
in.
Rita, Senorita,"
Hey.
which technically translates to Mr. Rita.
Senorita is a Spanish word.
Senorita.
No, that's not what it means at all.
Yes, it says now. Just kills the man. So there's also one, I don't remember what episode it is. It all happened so fast. I just spent like 3.5 hours updating the Tumblr. Never going to happen again. I'm never letting it get out of control again. But there's also one episode where I put the opening and closing credits of Jew Ranger, which are amazing. I haven't watched them in like almost a year.
Oh, also, real quick, the last episode, I think we say it's going to be a Friday episode. It's actually a Monday episode. Whoops.
Yeah, we didn't have a Monday episode, and we didn't feel like recording one, so we just pushed it.
We're on a better recording schedule now, where we record on Tuesday and Thursday, which gives us Friday and Monday episodes.
Even though we're recording this today on Wednesday because I had to work late yesterday.
Well, I mean, we can work around it, but we're doing 2 a week so that we can do 2 a week.
Yeah. I know we talked about doing 3 a week, but until we can get it under 40 minutes.
Until I don't have a job.
Yeah, I can't.
I can just make money.
I don't have the time to edit a third one a week. I'm starting other podcasts, so... By the way, if any of you guys are good at making music, email me or tweet me at JJ_Mason. You can email just a little idiots.morphingrid@gmail.com, which is our next thing. I was going to talk about that. Then we got sidetracked.
Right.
I need someone who can make music that sounds like a Ace of Base B-side. Because it's a sort of a 90s nostalgia.
Go downtown.
Yeah, but I want someone to come to me for... Jacob actually might know somebody. But yeah, so if you do, just email me. If you're good at music in general, email us, because like I've been wanting to add music stuff to this, but haven't figured out how.
There's a lot of things I want to do with this, but like it would all fall on you, and that's not fair.
Well, let me know. We'll see how it goes.
Editing, like I want to get sound clips from episodes in.
If you pull the sound clips out, I'll put them in.
Yeah.
So, figure that out. littleidiots.morphingrid@gmail.com is our email.
Maybe that'll be the big season 2 production bump.
Maybe. I've been thinking about doing stuff for that, which is only like 13 episodes away.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Yeah, so you can email us if you have questions, if you have comments. If you want to know our opinion on certain Power Rangers things that are not necessarily Mighty Morphin, or if they are Mighty Morphin and you just have like a thought like, what is your favorite monster, or anything like that. Anything even tangentially Power Ranger related.
Pudgy Pig.
Oh, I don't know. I like... What's it called? Snizzard? Slizzard?
Snizzard.
I like Snizzard. I like Pudgy Pig. King Sphinx, maybe. Might be my favorite.
King Sphinx is a good one.
Because he's like the baddest dude.
Yeah, I also like...
I just asked us a question, pretending it was an email, and now we're talking about it.
Now we're answering. See how easy it is, guys? Just email us.
You can be part of this.
I also like Mantor, whatever his name was.
Oh, I don't know, Craig?
Craig the Mantor.
The Mantor. Yeah, there's that. Email us. We have fun. We like emails. I don't know why I said we have fun. I don't know.
We do. We have fun.
We do.
That's what we do here.
We haven't recorded in like a week, so I'm a little giddy.
We're in the business of having fun.
Yeah. We're on Twitter at MorphinGrid. If you want to tweet us. We are on Facebook at facebook.com/TheMorphinGrid. And we're trying to get a website, but somebody is squatting on it. Ranger board.
It's just not be mentioned.
Oh, no, we're mentioning it. Yeah, so if you have an in with Ranger Board, I want that redirect. You're just using it as a redirect. Come on, guys, be a bro.
Plus, you have Morphin Grid and the Morphin Grid. You don't need both.
You don't need both. Just toss one our way. Come on.
We'll talk about it. I mean, if you email us, we'll negotiate.
We'll negotiate.
Jake will negotiate.
I'll negotiate.
Because if I negotiate, you're going to get like $1 million for it.
We're not paying $1 million.
I would like to only pay $5, but I will give you $100 if that's what you need.
That's essentially your negotiation style. Anywhere else? We're on iTunes. If you want to leave us a rating and review, we got a bunch of 5-star reviews from a bunch of cool people.
Yeah. I think I just found a way to get this to about 40 minutes. Streamline this part.
Stop talking about this stuff forever? Yeah, we'll think about it.
Okay, I think that's everything. We mentioned Facebook, right?
Yep.
We're on the Facebook.
That's a Josh problem now.
/ the Morphin Grid. It'll be up to date by the time this goes up because I'm going to do it tonight.
I think it's actually /. All right, so want to talk about Power Rangers?
Sure.
Might as well, right? That's ostensibly why we're here.
My one note that I took a note this episode because I'm like, they said a thing and I got really excited about an idea.
Is it right off the bat?
It's it's like immediately.
Okay, so Miss Appleby
Yeah.
is back. She definitely looks like she's wearing a wig, leading a little bit of credence to my chemo
It looks like
theory.
if it's not a wig,
It's a bad hair day.
I'll call it an if. That's fine. It looks like she rolled out of bed and was like, I gotta go to work.
I haven't been at work in so long. I forgot that I do
Her
that.
dress is like just jammy shirt enough where maybe that's not too far out of the realm of
Right.
possibilities.
But they are doing a time capsule. She's got a big old bubble
That's huge.
with handles and everything, and they are putting stuff in it. And in 100 years, they
Yeah.
are going to pull it out,
That's my thing.
and and the future is going to be like, this is what the past was like.
Yeah.
Presuming Angel Grove is still standing in 100 years.
Yeah, here's the thing, is that it's an idea that I'm like wicked excited about, right?
Okay.
That neither of us will probably live to see happen.
Well, no.
Because we celebrated the 20th anniversary.
Right.
This year is 20 years after this episode. So 80 years from now,
I will be 105.
I'll be 108. Whatever season of Power Rangers that is,
Oh, man.
should dig up this time capsule.
If they don't...
Saban, I will most likely be dead. You can use this idea if you
Yeah,
want.
this is all yours. Haim Saban, the 15th.
Write it down, lock it in a vault somewhere, your Power Rangers idea vault.
Here's what you do, right? You leave instructions at like a telegram, right? That on
Right.
this day, 100 years in the future, that the episode that airs on or around February 16th, 2094, you need to dig this thing up.
Yeah.
And then, so you'll be like...
And then I want the Pink Ranger to start dressing like Kimberly because Kimberly put her clothes in it.
Yeah.
Like-
So here's what they put in it
Yeah.
in the time capsule. These are the things that they think are the most important thing in the world at that moment. Okay, we only see the Rangers. We don't see anyone else in the classroom
We see some other stuff in it.
later, but we
And
don't
in like
see...
another shot. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think when Trini puts her thing in it, there's like a boom box in there.
Right.
And a giant red bean bag or something. I don't know. That's somebody.
This is what we sat on. This is to show the future that we knew how to sit now. We aren't cavemen like they probably think we were. So Jason goes first. He puts in his first karate trophy to show people that believing in yourself and keeping your body healthy can get you little gold kicking
A
mans.
little trophy.
So that's nice.
If they dig that up, they're going to be like, it has Jason's name on it.
Right. Jason Scott,
Jason
best kick guy.
Jason Scott is good at kicks.
They'll go, oh.
And they'll toss that.
Next up is Kimberly,
Mm-hmm.
who puts clothes in there to show freedom of picking their own clothes. Because I guess she's assuming that the future's just going to
Miss
be...
Appleby says something like freedom of individual style.
Yeah,
or something like that.
showing your individuality.
Anyway, Pink Ranger 80 years from now better start wearing these clothes.
She only puts like a pink shirt in it.
There's more. She shows the pink shirt,
But then,
but then she has like a stack of stuff.
Okay.
Like, and she drops in like
'Cause,
a
like,
handful.
Because she shows the pink shirt, right? And this is my
It's
theory.
like that knitted mesh.
Yeah, it's not because that one was like looser knits, like bigger holes between
Right,
each
right.
one. But like this is like from the same line.
Right.
But she's like, this shows that we could dress ourselves or whatever. And Miss Appleby's like, you're individuals. That's a good thing to
or
show.
a sense of individual style, something like
that.
Yeah.
And then Kim goes, exactly. My theory is Kimberly woke up, was about to leave, because her and Trini walked to school, or Trini gives her a ride because Trini has a car.
Trini is the only one confirmed to
Yeah.
have a car still.
So she gets in the car, and Trini's like,
Besides the rad bug.
hey, what are you doing for the time capsule? And she goes, I'll be right back. And she runs in and she just grabs a sweater that she has and some clothes.
She opens her closet. She's like, I'm never going to wear this, and this.
Yeah, boom, time capsule. My theory will fall apart in a minute because I have another theory that's, I think, funnier. So then Miss Appleby puts a picture of the Power Rangers in there because they helped save the world,
Their whole planet.
like 30... Oh,
Speaking of,
we have to go.
we have to cut this episode short this week.
I'm silencing it. So, yeah, they've saved the world at least 46 times. At least 40 times, because it was just 5 episodes that they didn't really do a whole lot except get their butts kicked.
Right.
And then they're like, stop hurting us, please. And Tommy's like, fine. And then he was a ranger for a little while. We jump up to
Let's
the
talk
moon.
about. Can we talk about that picture?
Yes.
Okay,
Because I have stuff to talk about on the moon. This might be a long episode, and I apologize, guys.
we're in the ZU2 footage now, right?
Right.
So I assume they know they want Tommy back because they've ordered Green Ranger footage and the new stuff.
Correct.
But he's not in that picture.
Well, no, because that was a picture taken before the Green Ranger.
Or after.
Because that's the same picture that they used at Doomsday.
Right. Okay.
That they had blown up to human size. That they put on a stage. So I don't know when that was taken. Before episode 17. Because you think Tommy was only there for a little while. But he was there for almost 20 episodes.
Almost, yeah. And he's going to come back for about 1 million more. So
yeah, as the Green Ranger, he'll only be back for
But he doesn't
10?
He doesn't stay gone this long until he leaves in Turbo, I think.
Yeah.
So
that's the next time he leaves.
Well, he leaves for a second because he loses his Green Ranger powers. He's gone for
Whoa, spoiler.
4
Whoa.
episode. No, come on. We're not a spoiler-free podcast.
No, we're
We've
not.
never tried to pretend that we are.
Yeah, it's 5 episodes. It's long enough for you to go, oh man, I really wish Tommy would come back.
And he does.
Yeah.
Spoilers again.
Whoa,
oh my god.
So then we jump up to the moon. If you're done talking about the picture.
Yeah, I don't like that Tommy's just completely forgotten, especially when they know he's going to be back now.
Yeah, I think it's the only really good promotion picture they had that they took. They're this is the one. And so, but they did it before Tommy.
No one even feels bad that Tommy's left out, though.
Nobody has talked about it.
Miss Applebee's just these are all the Power Rangers going in this time capsule. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Little, that one that came in for 20 days that
he was evil.
That saved.
He never stopped being evil.
She's holding a grudge. She's me and Hulk Hogan. We cut up to the moon where Rita is mad as heck that her picture is not in the time capsule. I don't know what kind of weird skewed perception of morality she has.
She's stupid.
But she tries to kill the planet every day.
If she gets her way in 100 years, there will be nobody to dig this up.
Nobody to dig it up. Or there will just be a picture of the Power Rangers on the wall being this is the time that you failed.
So does this mean that Rita knows
that she's done? She's not winning?
That she's not going to win?
I don't know. It's weird because I listened to an episode of Ranger Danger where they watch an episode of Jew Ranger. It's episode 38. It's totally out of context. It's the
it's when we did Beetleborgs for April Fools.
Yeah, but they did it on purpose because they watched the episode with the doubles, Power Rangers Behaving Badly, whatever that real episode was called, and then they watched that episode, but the Jew Ranger one, and they changed the theme song.
Power Rangers Behaving Badly is the name of our
That's
episode.
That's what I said. I was that's our episode.
Okay.
I don't remember what it's called. I don't know. Bad Reflection on You?
Yeah.
Bad Reflection on You. They're talking about it, and I was remembering those first 5 episodes that we watched, and I really want to watch more. And Bandora has purpose. She has a reason to be mad at the Jew Rangers, and a reason to want to destroy the Earth or take control of it or whatever she wants to do.
Yeah.
Rita at this point is basically I have nothing else going on. Right. I might as well just try to destroy Earth.
Here's the thing, right? Our solar system has 8 or 9 planets, depending on who you ask. In it. She could just claim the other 7 or 8.
Well,
and then be
they might have life on them because Goldar's from the moon, Titan. Right? So maybe Saturn has people on it. We're not gonna police that. That's all yours, lady.
Saturn's a gas giant.
There's got to be something solid in the middle, right?
No, it's ocean.
Look, Saturn. We don't know. We've never been there. We're never going there.
We might go there. I mean, we won't land there because we can't because there's nothing to stand on.
We'll land on one of the moons, and we'll watch.
Yeah.
Good Saturn. We're on the moon. I forgot where I was. We're on the moon. Rita is mad because there's no picture of her going in the time capsule, and she says, "Give me my monster cookbook." This is the first time in 47 episodes that she has mentioned what that book of hers is.
Yep.
And it's a cookbook, which is sort of like a catalog.
Yeah.
I was right. I don't know what that was, but
I don't either.
It's like a jaunty Animal Crossing tune. Anyway, I was right. It's a cookbook. catalog type dealy, and
There should be a cooking mechanic in Animal Crossing, and you can collect recipes for your cookbook.
totes.
That'd be sweet.
Nintendo, all yours.
Yep.
Give us like a free copy. That's all we ask.
That's it.
That's all we ask.
You're only going to lose, what, $70?
Yeah.
It's 2 copies? Whatever.
Come on. What does this mean for the monsters then? Is there like a list of ingredients you need to make each monster? Because you should just make 1,000,000 of them and provide she has the ingredients?
It's that. I think it's more like a...
Or is it like a catalog where she's like, Finster, draw this?
It's like a how to draw Marvel superheroes book for Finster, who just how to carve this monster correctly.
If this is anything other than like current Marvel, I'd be like, make sure the butt is in view of every lady. But current Marvel's doing pretty good, except for Mila Manara. He just took a step back and he's like, here's Spider Woman, but it's basically just her butt. This is what her butt looks like from the top. It's kind of bad. I mean, I can't draw that good, so I can't really say anything. But like, come on, there should have been an editor who went, hey, maybe don't make her doggy style. Thanks. So then we cut back down to the classroom where Zach is putting his contribution to the future in the time capsule, and it is a CD with some slamming tunes. Compact disc. Also, at this point,
in 100 years from now, they're not going to be able to play that. 'Cause my computer that I bought this year has no disc drive in it.
Right, yeah, and this is 20 years later.
Yeah.
So in 20 years, that is basically obsolete. I can buy one for my new computer, but it's like $70.
Yeah, I could do that too.
Yeah.
But like,
not worth it.
just don't.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
So like in 100 years, they're not even going to know what the concept of physical media is.
Yeah.
It's going to be weird. Or
it'll be fine. The only thing that would bother me is not having a physical copy of movies that I like.
I hope there's a good thing to read comics on. I hope there's just
I don't think that's going to die, because even 100 years from now, there's going to be like comic nerds.
Yeah.
Who are like,
We've been
so
around
I think
for a
you'll
while.
always be able to get physical copies of that stuff. Books I don't think are ever going to totally go away.
No, if they did though, I hope they would just sell a thing that was basically like a Kindle but only for comics, so it was like built to look at comics.
Yeah, because there's like the comics app.
Yeah, they look good on iPad if they're made
but you need
right.
a big enough reader, and like
I can't do it on my phone.
You can do a panel by panel view, which is weird.
That's dumb.
Work.
That doesn't make any sense. That's not how to read comics. That's not. That's just like confusing.
Because I had it on my Kindle Fire.
Yeah.
But I'm not really that into comics. The only comics I like are the ones that I buy the trades of, and I haven't even bought those in
like a year.
Over a year. Because I haven't bought any since I've lived here.
No. So Billy puts a calculator in. It's not a calculator. It's a personal computer.
It's a personal computer with the most up to date software
of the time.
It's just like a scientific calculator without graphing capability.
It's a TI 64. It's like it's way far away from being a TI 84, but it's like got a lot of buttons on it. You could probably do cosine and sine.
Oh, I'm sure.
And tangent and
because it has your numbers, because it's like a rectangle, right?
Yeah.
So it's got your tiny little screen that can just hold a row of probably 10 digits.
Right.
Then it has your number key, your regular calculator keys, and then there's a whole second keypad next to that.
And presumably a scroll button to go farther over.
But that thing is just a calculator.
Trini puts in my favorite thing, which is today's newspaper. Okay? So my theory about Kim forgetting because Trini reminded her kind of goes out the window, because I also think Trini forgot.
She bought one on the walk in.
Yeah. Or maybe what happened was Kim sat down in the car and Trini went, "Oh man, forgot to get something." And then Kim went, "Oh, me too." And then she ran in and got a thing, and she's like, "I'm stopping at the Quickie Mart."
Or Kim went in, grabbed the clothes, and just like grabbed the newspaper off a doorstop.
She's like, "Here, newspaper. You'll look like a genius." She's like, "Thanks. I can't believe I forgot this." I like the idea of them being good students, but not like great students, you know,
like nerdy.
Yeah, like they're not like they're
they didn't spend a week crafting something to put in a time capsule,
right? Yeah, or
just to get the best grade.
Or like they do their schoolwork, but like sometimes they just forget, and it's not like, and they just figure out how to slack off, or not slack off, but like how to just like correct themselves real quick.
Yeah,
I like that idea. And then Billy's like, "Trini, I built this calculator with my bare hands."
But that's just something Billy's doing anyway, right?
Right. Billy might have done the same thing. What do I have?
He probably
laying
has
around?
like a bin full of those.
Each one has.
He probably did the same thing. Oh, I better bring one of these calculators I built last week.
Zach's got a blank CD. They're like, they won't know. No one's listening
No
to
one's gonna
this.
check.
No one will even be able to listen to this in 100 years. And Jason was like, I'm going to put my karate trophy in
He
here.
was like, yeah. The future's gonna know I'm a rad dude.
So then Bulk and Skull come in, and guys, I'm so sick of Bulk and Skull. Not the characters, but just the pigeonhole that they're in right now.
Right.
Because I know they get better. But right now, it's literally the same joke every time. They come in, they're stupid, they get something on their face, they go away. And I'm sick to death of it. Here's what happens this time. They come in, and they make a big old sandwich that they're going to put...
Which already, my first thing, because Bulk's like, we're going to put something that'll change the world in the future. Or we'll change the future.
It's going to be rot.
It's going to be gross.
Just pure rot.
Because you're going to bury it, and it's going to be gross by tomorrow. You're going to ruin Kimberly's clothes.
It's like 90% mayonnaise. It's going to be gross in a couple of hours outside. Yeah. Come on, guys.
Miss Appleby should have just been like, you know.
Yeah, no, go home. You're fired from school.
F.
2 Fs.
Or then they just get sad and walk away.
Oh,
and then later, when we go back to the juice bar, they can just be eating the sandwich sadly in the background.
Instead of dropping it on their head like they do. So they're making the sandwich, it's in fast motion, and then at some point, Bulk gets sprayed in the face with mayo. Or ranch dressing. It's
mayo.
It's mayo, but it's in like a weird squeezy tube.
Well, you can buy those now.
Yeah, but
I don't know how old that
94,
invention
right?
is.
Maybe you know those.
Maybe they just put it in a squeezy tube because Bulk needs his mayo real fast.
Right. Like they like the ketchup and mustard squeezy tubes.
Yeah,
like they have at restaurants, and they just put mayo in one. That's probably it. Here's my note. This is really gross. There's a lot of condiments going around. I hate mustard.
And like if they're trying to craft this masterpiece of a sandwich, like why are they being so sloppy about it?
Right?
It should be like
have some pride in your work.
I make just sandwiches to eat that minute. Like
yeah.
And I am really particular about how my meat goes on, where my cheese goes. Maybe it's just me, but like I like making sandwiches look nice.
I don't make
even though I'm going to eat them like immediately,
and no one's going to see it.
Right,
and you don't even Instagram, so wasted sandwiches.
Instagram a sandwich.
Wasted sandwiches.
Not until I start getting lettuce and tomato to put on them.
Right.
Right now it's just a few slices of meat and some cheese, but like they're not just thrown on there. I guess is what I'm trying to say. They're placed on there.
You're not a sandwich artist, but you're a sandwich enthusiast.
Yeah, sandwich hobbyist.
Yes. So. We're going to do What Was Kimberly Wearing? How about that?
Oh, yeah. That's the thing we do, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm really into this week. She's got a sweater T-shirt. Like a slightly turtleneck sweater T-shirt.
Totally.
I wish they still made those. People just wore them. Because they look good. She's got a floral skirt on. I think it was floral. I could not tell what the pattern was. It looked like flowers. But it might have also just been shapes.
I didn't really notice what she was wearing this episode, so. And
then she's got a high ponytail, which is probably the best part, because, God, she looks real good in a high ponytail. And later on, I noticed her shoes. She got big old pink socks scrunched down, as per usual, and some tennis shoes. That's what Kimberly was wearing. You can see pictures of that on the Tumblr, because I'm going to try to keep them updated forever now, because I don't want to have to do 6 in a row again, because that stinks. We jump up to the moon, where Rita's talking about the right ingredients. So I guess confirmed.
Well, I guess you were right.
They take ingredients.
I don't remember that.
I forgot, but I just read my note that just literally says right ingredients.
For the monster? It must be for the monster.
Yeah.
What else is she cooking? It's a cookbook.
Because like, Finster's like, it needs a good base, so he gets like a red putty mold. It's not a putty, it's like a dude figure. But like, he's like, oh, if I need a strong base for it. And then Rita says something about the right ingredients.
Maybe it's like, maybe you need ingredients to make the putty.
I don't think so, because he already had the putty made. It might, maybe it's just like.
Well, maybe he just has like a bunch of different putties already made because he knows what the most common ones in the book are.
Right.
It's like not having flour. You have flour because you know it's in a lot of stuff if you're a baker. So like,
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's
just Power Rangers doing a weird thing.
Yeah, and I like it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Make the movie about this. Don't make the movie about this. And we're back from an impromptu bonus episode where we talked about the movie for maybe too long. We cut back down to Earth where Trini and Kimberly are talking. I don't remember about what. I think they're just talking about the time capsule, probably. Yeah, they're talking about, like, what do you think it's going to be like in 100 years?
Yeah.
And then Billy from off screen is like, watch your backs, come through. And so the girls like walk over, and there's Jason and Zach carrying the time capsule, and Billy's got a couple shovels.
Yeah, Trini did say, like, I'm really excited that Miss Appleby put a picture of the Power Rangers in, and then they, like, nudge each
Kimberly
other.
said that.
Oh, she did?
Yes,
okay. And then they nudge each other until the boys come around.
Yeah. Who's the Power Rangers? Who can it be?
I don't know, Kim.
So then...
I don't know why I made that voice.
I don't think that's Trini. It wasn't
I'm
Kimberly.
bad at voices unless I'm not. That's a true statement.
True statement. Factually accurate. So, Billy tells them that because they have the highest grades in the class, they get to bury the time
That
capsule.
sounds awful.
This is a punishment.
It's a huge time capsule. I have to dig a giant hole.
First of all, they have to walk to the park.
They have to carry it there.
Like, maybe they load it into
Miss
Trini's car.
Miss Appleby saw Jason and Zach in the classroom.
Right.
And was like, oh, those two can carry it.
You
You five have the highest grades. Go bury this thing.
Boom, done. Then she had to go fudge some grades to make it true, but...
Right.
Because, like, look, they're smart. Jason doesn't have one of the highest grades in class. Not top 5. Some of those kids have to be smarter than Jason.
Yeah. Because there's so many unnamed kids.
Yeah. One or two, like, no one's smarter than Billy. He invented a car that flies. We still don't have
He
that.
accidentally made a wristwatch that can teleport you to the command center.
Or-
He only meant to make that so you can talk to each other.
Yeah. He only meant to make a long...
He tapped into alien technology by accident.
So, like,
That's the smartest guy in the world.
He's obviously number 1, right? But Jason's not number 5.
Unless Billy helps him study and helps him with his homework.
That might be... Because
I don't think Billy just does it for him.
No,
he's Jason's not that kind. He's got more
Neither
integrity
of them are,
than that.
yeah. Because they did just go away to study for a big test for a weekend.
Yeah,
You
they
know?
took a weekend to study.
And Billy was clearly leading the study group.
Yeah, until they had dude time.
Until they had some dude time. Get some dude time, dude. Dude time, bro. Do some sexy pillow fights.
That's weird.
So then we jump up to the moon where Goldar is yelling at everybody. Before, back to the last time we were on the moon, we were talking about the right ingredients. I want to point out that Goldar is yelling at Finster, and he's like, "Why is this taking so long? You are ruining my mistress's plan."
My queen.
Did he say queen?
He says queen.
Sometimes he says mistress.
He's like, "You're
sometimes
making my queen wait." Calling Rita his mistress
it's
is really weird when you realize he's married to Scorpina.
Yeah, but it's mistress in the sense that it's the feminine of master.
Yes.
Not like
But
it's his boss.
the connotation that comes with the word mistress
On Earth,
on Earth,
they're not from here.
which is who made this show. I'm not saying that Goldar is an alien. I'm saying the people who wrote Goldar's lines.
But they're not married in this one.
they're not. It's never said that they're not, but it's never said that they are.
They stop fighting the Power Rangers to wink at each other sometimes. They're married.
They're basically married.
They're totes married. So anyway, back to the moon again, and Goldar's plans to send the putties to distract them so Squat can put Rita's picture into the time capsule, which is a fairly solid plan, right? Because Squat can get anything done. He is like a master infiltrator for some reason. They send Squat and Babu down. There's a putty fight. They fight the putties, as you do during a putty fight.
To the theme of
combat, which is like really metal. Like it's a pretty.
They're
like,
all 90s rock songs. Like
Ron Wasserman.
Wasserman.
I'm gonna come down on the side of Wasserman.
I'm going to say Wasserman.
Ron, if you're listening to this, email us, lilius.morphingrid@gmail.com. Ron Wasserman does great music for 1990s Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I would be excited to see what he did for 2014 Power Rangers because he hasn't.
He should write the score for the movie.
The movie, or if they could get him to do Dino Charge, because they've gotten like the head writer for Dino Charge is like the guy who did like
Dino Charge has so much that it could do that I know it's not gonna.
It might. It's got one of the best writers from what I have heard.
There's at least 10 Rangers by the end of it.
There's like 40. There's way more than 10 because there's the original 5, and then there's like Silver and Gray and
the actors,
3 purples.
The actors for the original 5 were announced at Power Morphin.
Yes.
But they were there. They were there in costume.
I think they look fine. Yeah, they were there in costume. I think they like are they look like they could be Power Rangers. They look a little younger, so I'm hoping like high school is more of a factor. Because like in Megaforce, they're in high school, and that's like kind of like on the front. I don't know how it's been for like 10 years.
The way Megaforce is set up is like that's probably just a callback to Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, the first episode of Megaforce is literally just a callback to Mighty Morphin. But like they mostly just hang out and get frozen yogurt. Like that's mostly what they do.
At Ernie's.
It's called Ernie's too.
Yeah, that guy is Ernie.
That guy's not my Ernie.
No. Hashtag not my Ernie.
Hashtag not my Ernie.
What was I saying? Anyone who hasn't been following Power Morphicon, Austin St. John is now in talks with Saban to come back for Dino Charge.
Yes.
As many old Rangers should try this as they possibly can. Because Dino Charge could be the Super Mega Force that we never got.
Only Dino Rangers. Only people who had dinosaur-based suits.
Well, that limits you because there's only 2 seasons of that.
There is 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And technically they're frogs later, but they're still in those suits. I'll count them, right? Adam can come back.
Yes.
Adam.
Even though he was a mammal, he was never really a dinosaur. It's fine.
No, he was...
He's a mastodon.
It's still a dinosaur.
It's not a dinosaur. It's a mammal.
They
didn't live anywhere near the same.
In the canon of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, it's a dinosaur, all right?
Not my canon.
Don't hashtag that.
Hashtag not my canon.
Don't do it. Oh, you did it.
I mean, Adam can come back whenever he wants. He's my favorite Power Ranger.
He's awesome. I want
he
Cat
can come
to
back
come
as
back.
A frog. I don't care.
I want Cat to come back. Apparently.
Or a rectangle. He was the rectangle ranger.
Him as rectangle was my favorite.
Yeah.
Apparently, Cat being your favorite ranger, being my favorite ranger, is a pretty controversial opinion. Because I guess a lot of people hate Cat.
That cashier we had at the grocery store that time, because she noticed our tattoo. I think you were with me. Because she was like, "Oh, I hated when Cat came in," and then we were both like, "Oh, we like Cat."
J'accuse. She is the bravest ranger.
Cat is cool. Like,
okay, she is the platonic ideal of a Power Ranger.
I think the problem is that Kimberly is such a fan favorite. Like, she's Kimberly.
I get it. But
replaced by Cat, but she didn't. I don't know. Cat didn't shove her out like, or she wasn't shoehorned in a weird way.
Right. It was super.
We couldn't have Kimberly forever.
Yeah.
And Cat is a very good next pink.
Yes. Anyway,
she's only the pterodactyl ranger for like a second.
For like a minute, I know. I'll count it. I'll take it. Anyway, I just don't want like Cassie to come back.
I do.
Like as a dino ranger, it doesn't make any sense.
It's just a Power Ranger. Why are you stuck on the dinosaur part?
Because it's what Dino Charge is. It's all dinos.
But it's just Power Rangers with that theme. Like,
but
Cassie went from cars to spaceships, and that was fine. Why can't she be?
That's fine because that was her. What, like, is she coming back to be a ranger, or is she coming back in a cameo? Have you seen they do a Zyuranger Kyrie Ruger?
Well, they do crossovers like that all the time.
But it's all the Dino seasons. They do a Sentai movie.
I mean, come back to be one of the Dino
I thought you meant
Rangers.
like in that. I don't
Not
know.
as a camp, but like we could have a team, like an all-star team.
That would be cool.
Rangers, of like 20 really cool Power Rangers.
That would be cool.
That's what I'm saying. For a cameo, only the dinosaur one, that makes sense.
That's what I thought you meant. I was like, no, I don't want to know.
No, but she should come back as like Dino Charge Magenta.
Or cyan.
Or
purple. There's a lot of them.
Because there's like a silver, there's a gold, there's a gray. And I want Austin St. John to be gold again.
That'd be cool.
That would be sweet.
Anyway, Squad and Babu get to the time capsule, and they start, like, rifling through it. And they pick up Kimberly's pink shirt, and they're like, we get to read her some new clothes. Very grunge.
It's so grunge.
No.
No, it's a sweater.
What? It's a pink sweater.
It's not grunge.
It's probably the least grunge thing that they could have picked out of that.
Here's grunge, right? Ratty band t-shirt, flannel, ripped up jeans / jean shorts.
The grungiest thing about Kimberly is her Doc Martens.
Yeah.
She's not even wearing them this episode. They're not certainly not in the
so grunge.
In the time
it's
capsule.
So grunge, bro.
Cha cha.
So the putties are attacking them to distract them so that Squat and Babu can put the picture in the time capsule. So putties are on a timer, we've established.
Yep.
So they're wasting time going through the time capsule.
Yes.
They don't have the picture
also,
with them.
they forgot it. So their new plan that they call an audible, new plan, they're going to take it back to the moon, put a picture in it, teleport it back.
Let them teleport it back.
Because that's not suspicious. First of all, you only have like 3 minutes.
Well, they just teleport the capsule.
Because they have to carry it behind the bushes.
Anyway, it's a regular putty fight. There's a lot of flipping combats.
Yep.
And then
poses and
yep.
zoom-ins.
I was watching this putty fight, and I remembered playing outside as a kid.
Yeah.
I don't know what... Like, Jason, I think at one point, falls on his back and then kips up.
He kicks... He gets his foot knocked out from under him, and he kicks him and then kips up, I think.
And I was like, I used to roll around on the ground all the time. It was so much fun.
Playing outside is something you take for granted when you
We
don't
should
have
go
a
to
yard.
Silver Park and just play Power Rangers for a little while.
Yeah, man, those masks down at...
Yeah.
Squat and Babu are running away. They're walking away.
It's heavy, right?
It's
and
real heavy,
They're
yeah.
not as strong as Zach and Jason.
Yeah. So they're trying to get away, and like they get caught.
The putty timer runs out.
Yeah, they get caught like immediately, and they stop. Like the Rangers, they like get up to them, and they're like 10 feet away, and they stop.
I thought it was gonna be because Jason like sees them from the battleground where they were fighting putties.
Thought they were gonna jump them,
and I thought Jason was gonna be like, "Hey, you guys!" And then like they were still just gonna slowly sneak away with it, and the Rangers weren't gonna go after them. But instead, the Rangers go after them, and Jason's just like, "Don't even think about it," and they're just like, "Okay," and they leave.
I thought what was gonna happen is they were gonna either jump them, right, like just tackle them, start like punching them, be like, "This is our time, Cal. This is for the future."
I don't think they have very many copies of those suits. I don't think they're gonna roll.
No,
around
probably not.
in
In
them.
fact, that's why Rito is not in Countdown to Destruction, the final episode of...
Because his suit got wrecked.
Because his suit got wrecked. That stinks.
Yeah.
I would like to see him turning into a yuppie. Instead of them teleporting right then when they get caught, when they know they're busted, they put it down and they're like, never mind. And they teleport away.
They could have just teleported with it.
Yeah, and then Rita...
They've done that before.
Yeah, and then Rita is like mad at them. They're like, I told you to bring it with you. And then so they send the jellyfish down. Finster says, I sent the jellyfish down to the park. So we don't actually see it going.
Rita says, when she's yelling at them, she was like, I don't remember when she says it, but I'm going to pretend it's this line. She was like, I told you to take the picture with ya.
Yeah. I think that was it. With ya. That's how they wrote it in the script. Barbara Goodson is a professional. So
She's very good.
That's how she said it.
She's the best mouth matcher that
I've ever come across. Yeah. Finster says, I sent it down to Angel Grove.
Yeah.
We don't see it go down. We'll just have to trust Finster. Cut to the command center. Zordon's like, there's a disturbance in Angel Grove Park. Which park?
Angel Grove Park is the entirety of the series of parks in Angel. All of them are Angel Grove Park.
Do they all connect?
Because Angel Grove itself was a park until it got settled.
Right.
And now there's just roads and houses on the park. And an abandoned warehouse district down the street.
with some factories and, some tall buildings to knock over. It's really weird that they never address how many parks or how big the park is.
It's because we're supposed to just believe it's all the same park
that they're in.
Yep.
Like they're in the park.
Because when they say Angel Grove Park, everything that happens there is supposed to be in the same park. That's what we're supposed to believe, but obviously it's not.
Right. It's just a little
Sometimes
weird.
it's on the coast, other times it's in the middle of a city.
I wonder if later at any point they go, there's a lot of parks here. Yeah, they just mention it in any way. I wonder if anyone puts a lampshade on it.
I don't think so.
Probably not. They're probably doing Megaforce or Super Megaforce, making fun of it, Because I feel like that's how
I feel about Megaforce kind of as a whole.
On the Tumblr, there is the Crystal of Nightmares episode. Kimberly changes clothes 6 times in one episode. Mm-hmm. One of her first outfit is for one shot.
Yeah,
literally,
because these are real people. These are real high school kids.
And then I have those. I was like, six outfits in one day. Contrast with the Megaforce cast, and I have a picture of the Megaforce cast. I was like, they wear this in every episode,
every single one.
And I thought maybe they don't. Maybe
no, they do.
Maybe they wear them in a lot of episodes, but we didn't know. So I went through Google Images for like 15 minutes. If they are not wearing workout gear, they are wearing these clothes.
Yeah.
Sometimes Gia's wearing a helmet, presumably because she has a bike or a motorcycle.
Right.
That's it. That's all. 5 people, 1 outfit apiece.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
It's gross. That's gross.
It's just lazy.
Unless like in like the last episode of Super Mega Force, Troy opens his closet and it's like Hey Arnold, where it's just all the same outfit.
I'll buy that. I will buy that Troy.
But 5 people that do that?
Right?
And look, like, I've seen Emma on the red carpet. I don't know her actress name.
Christina something.
And she pulls off dresses very well.
Yes. And same thing with Ciara Hanna, who is Yellow, who's Gia. She's good looking. And they could have such good outfits because their characters are so different.
Yeah.
But instead, nah.
Instead, it's just the one.
Instead, nah. So, anyway, Kimberly only wears one outfit.
One episode, an outfit.
Yeah, one outfit this episode, just for this episode. She'll change next episode. We'll probably never see this skirt again because she got so much clothes. It just makes them feel like real people. Like they're like ridiculous, and, like super good teenagers. Yeah, but they feel like real people because they have different clothes.
I would understand if it's a budget cut, but they have so much more money now than they did for this season.
Well, yes and no. They have more money, but Saban has perfected the art of being the cheapest dude in town.
Yeah, so I mean, it is a budget cut, but it's the worst budget cut.
You couldn't have cut somewhere else. Like, I'm sure one of those like 3 executive producers that literally did nothing, you could have just not paid them.
Every one of them has 5 shirts and 5 pants, and you just mix and match them. Boom.
Right.
Different outfits.
Yeah. Like, it's not hard. It's just like have them bring their own clothes once or twice.
Yeah. I mean, all they need is a red article of clothing.
Yeah.
Or whatever their color is. Like,
I don't know. It's ridiculous. They morph and they go to the park where Jellyfish is attacking. I'm going to call him Jelly. Right? Because he never gets a name. He's just the jellyfish.
He's just the jellyfish monster.
I'll call him Jelly. Jelly calls them power fishies, which is weird. But I want you to hold on to that.
Hey, power fishies.
Power fishies. Just put that in your pocket. Now, last time I said put that in your pocket, I forgot to expand upon it later. So it's still in your pocket, and I don't remember what it is, and I apologize. You can take it out now. Replace it with power fishies, which I have a note later to make sure that I come back to it.
That's what the entire podcast would be if it was just me. Is me saying something and completely forgetting about it. It would be a mess.
So they're fighting, and he gets sick of them, and so he does like a sting blast, which like burns through their suits. Billy says, like, it penetrated through our protective suits.
Oh, God, this hurts for real.
Yeah. It's like, have you seen Dr. Horrible?
No.
Oh, well, at the end, something blows up, and Captain Hammer, who is super durable, it blows up next to him, and it, like, hurts him. And so he's just writhing around on the ground because it's the first time he's felt pain.
Right.
And he's like, oh, God, I'm in pain. I'm pretty sure this is what pain feels like. And that's kind of how Billy reacts. Because they've been hurt, but they've never been, like, injured. And it looks like they're about to be injured in these suits, which is the first kind of notion that we get that the suits
take a lot of the damage.
Do damage or take damage. They're not just cool clothes.
Yeah.
It's not just spandex. So they run away like you do, I guess. They just
If you're burning from jellyfish acid.
Right, which is not...
I'm running away.
Oh, definitely. Which is not very Power Rangers-like, but... It's very smart.
They've done it before.
They have, but like I don't think they ever said, we got to get out of here. Normally they get taken away and Jason's like, let me at him, let me at him.
There's absolutely nothing we can do if he can burn through the suits.
Right, if we get in one shot, take out all 5 of us with acid, we got to go. We're out. So they go back to the command center where Zordon's like, Alpha has developed a chemical to coat your special suits. It just makes them sparkle.
For like a second.
And then does nothing.
That's it. It's just...
like, it doesn't protect them anymore.
Here's what happened.
It lets them dodge one attack.
They ordered footage, right? And in that footage was the Power Rangers running away from the jellyfish.
They had to figure out why.
So they had to figure out why. So they ran away because they went through the suits, and then to go back, they had to make it not go through the suits. That's why it's such a quick, like, now you're fixed. Now you can go fight
There's
them.
no story to why they come back. Running away, I get.
Right.
There's no reason for them to come back.
To kill the monster.
But I mean, in the ZU2 footage,
that's because that's just fight footage.
it's just that though. Like they're like, we want some footage, maybe a jellyfish monster. Okay, and so they ran away and they came back. But in the ZU2 footage, there's no middle part.
There's no middle part. So
they just regroup and they come back. They go, we need a minute. Time out. And they go, guys, I don't like this. And they're like, whatever. Let's go fight them again. So then they just turn around and go fight them because they still have the burn marks on their suits.
I want Shell Factory to get the rights to just publish a DVD set that's just the ZU2 footage, just from beginning to end, unedited. Just everything that Saban was given.
Even the stuff that they didn't use?
Yeah.
So then we cut back, them coming back after having been sparkly for 1 second. And the jellyfish is just, like, in the park dancing. Like, he's not doing anything.
It's because he's got the win button, as far as he knows right now.
Right. Maybe he's just so like, happy about it.
I'm going to kill him, yeah. They're going to lose.
Jellyfish.
So here's the question I have to pose to you, right?
All right, I might have an answer.
They make these monsters to beat the Power Rangers.
Correct.
Let's say they win.
Right.
Then what happens to the monsters? The monsters stay? Do they keep him?
Yeah.
And then he just joins the entourage?
Yeah, I think that joins the entourage. He probably gets like, you are in charge of water maintenance now. They have to get ready. It's like the evil robot masters, right? Like, you subjugated the humans, but like Fireman, you have to make sure that or Gutsman, you have to work construction now.
Yeah.
You know.
Even in X, it's like that.
Yeah.
Because, like,
one of
Launch
them
Octopus is in, like, the marina.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
You're in charge of the ships now.
Boomer Kuwanger is in charge of the tower.
Boomer Kuwanger.
He's my favorite boss. His stage is the coolest.
Mine is Overdrive Ostrich from X2.
That's X2.
Yeah.
I think. Pretty sure that's X2.
Yeah.
Or 3. Or 7. Who knows?
I don't know.
There's, like, 9 of them.
Just like, it's like 40 X's. I don't know. Triple X State of the Union was on today.
I think if Jelly got accepted into the entourage, right?
It'd be really weird.
He's the guy that killed the Power Rangers. He would be a little bit of a Starscream.
Yes. Oh, totally. Yeah. Yeah, he would have a real big head from the from the
does.
jump.
Like half of his upper body is.
It's a weird looking monster, right? We don't really usually talk about monsters unless they're like bad looking. Like sometimes we just glass over them, but like he's just like a triangle. Like he kind of looks
with legs, and one of his arms has tentacles instead of a hand.
It's like it's cool looking, not necessarily jellyfish like, but that's neat. He's dancing in the park for no reason, and then the Power Rangers. I read the word putties. Spoiler: putties come.
What?
Power Rangers come in, and he goes, "Get him, super putties!" And I noticed these ones have red eyes.
I also noticed during this fight that one of them was really extra tiger striped.
So they must have been super putties.
Except they still has some of that super putty kicking around.
But they didn't look like super putties. They didn't use the thunder slingers to kill him. They literally didn't even beat him. The putties just stopped being there.
The timer ran out. Even super putties have a timer.
They ran out off screen though. It was weird.
Yeah.
So he spits the acid at him again, and they dodge. This is what the sparkly armor afforded them, was one dodge.
It let them dodge. They could have dodged anyway,
so,
right?
Yeah.
And it melts a bench.
It melts a bench, and Trini's real mad about it.
Yeah.
She's like, look what it did to that bench. That was her favorite bench.
Ugh.
So now it's personal.
Had her butt groove in it, and now she's got to find a new bench.
There's no other benches in the park.
In Angel Grove Park.
In Angel Grove Parks. So they, like, Trini and Kimberly attack at the same time and get their weapons knocked away. You had another note that you said you would remember. Is that now about the weapons?
Yeah, because like I think Trini. Well, they go. No, it's after they come back because they go to the dark dimension.
That's true. They do.
It's after that.
But they have their like Jason just pulls his sword out of thin air. He
doesn't pull it out. He just runs. He has it all of a sudden. He's charging with it.
Like it's weird. And then Jelly uses an umbrella to send them to Bones' dimension.
Let's go for a spin.
So Jelly has a timeshare in Bones' dimension from episode 2.
Well, Bones is dead, so somebody...
So he's just squatting on it then. So
somebody needs to take care of that place.
So like Jelly apparently is like time shifted while he's in here, so he can attack you without you being able...
That's what Billy said.
That's what Billy said.
Because then Billy's like, if you blast him with your cannon, we'll be fine.
So Zach just shoots him with the cannon, and they get out. In like 2 seconds.
Here's my other note that I didn't write down. It's a mental note. Because then they tumble out, right? Well, when they first go there, Alpha's like, I can't find them. And Zordon's like, they're in another dimension. And then we cut to the other dimension. They promptly get out. Jelly, like, slaps him around for a minute. And then Billy's like, just shoot him with your axe.
Just shoot him again.
He shoots him, and then they all fall out of the other dimension.
It happens in like 2 seconds,
Yeah.
and I was thinking this must have been a Geki or a Gushi heavy episode. And I was like, wait a minute, no, it's not, because there's no episode.
Because as soon as they tumble out, Zach jumps at him, axe first, and hits him.
You'd think it would be Trini because she's so mad about the bench.
Yeah, but it didn't. It's a stupid bench. But it doesn't kill him, and Zach's like, what? We're going to need more power. And they all had their weapons, even though... They didn't all have their weapons before.
Right.
And so I'm like, oh, man, we're going to get a power cannon because we haven't seen the power cannon in a while. And
in a long time.
At this point, in watching the episode, it felt long enough where this could have been the end of it.
Right.
I was like, they're going to blast him with a power cannon. And then immediately it cuts to Rita, and she's like, oh, yeah, make him grow.
Make him grow. So Jelly,
we didn't get a power cannon.
Jelly grows, and he says, I'm the big fish in this pond. Remember that thing I had you put in your pocket? Go ahead and take that out, right? Power fishies.
Power fishies.
I'm the big fish in this pond. I don't think the producers of Power Rangers know what a jellyfish is.
They don't live in ponds.
I don't think they understand that it's not an actual fish. Like I just literally do. They use fish wrong a lot.
Jellyfish as creatures don't make any sense to me.
No, they have no insides.
They don't have a brain or insides.
They're just
Yet they eat.
They eat and kill you and move around in the water. They zap you to death in 7 pounds.
I don't understand how any of that works without something telling it to do that. It makes no sense.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't know. That's what aliens are probably like, right? Like we're gonna get to another planet and we're like, crap, what is this? You're just a filament. We gotta go. We're leaving.
It's just like conscious gas. Oh
right?
God. How do you handle that?
And they're like, what is this primitive creature? It can't even think to talk to us. And we're like, what? It's like, look at these grunts it's making. Kill them. Then it kills us because they're sentient clouds of gas, and we got no control of that.
Yeah, we have no idea
what are we
going to
fight
that.
Nothing.
You punch it, and it's just gas.
Unless we have a vacuum.
Just suck them up.
Now you're in a shop vac. Who's a smart cloud now?
They probably just ooze out of it.
I mean,
they're gas. They're gas, so they'll just be
it's a Ghostbusters thing. It's airtight.
It's airtight shop vac.
Anyway.
For catching aliens.
They get in their Zords. Kimberly's not related to how well she's doing comment of the day is, let's jam this jellyfish. Get it? Jam, jelly?
Jam, jelly, LOL.
Jam, jellyfish. Then, so they're fighting. It doesn't really, they're not doing anything. And Zach's like, time for a frozen fish. Or some frozen fish action. So again, not a fish.
I wish they had said frozen fish sticks, because then we would know for sure
that they had no idea what a jellyfish
was.
So he freezes it. It falls over because I guess it's weak to cold. Makes sense. And like that gives them enough time to make the Megazord, which I like. That they're like
they had to knock him down first.
They had to use the Zords.
Jelly's not just watching them transform instead of trying to stop that.
Like and like it made the Zords useful for a minute, you know? Instead of just being a segue, instead of just being parts of the thing they use, it was like each one had a purpose. And I enjoy that. Which is why that's the only failing of Zeo. Is that with the sole exception of the different heads, there's no reason to have them be separate.
Yeah, because they immediately are just as Megazord.
Every time. I'm going to keep an eye out. Maybe they use them. I don't think they do.
2 of them can't even move on their own.
No.
I really don't think
they have to be dragged by better
anything.
swords. So, but they have, like, the toys have, like, movable parts. Like, you press a thing and guns come out of the side.
Yeah, one of the
one.
R2-D2s is like a turret.
Yeah.
They look like little R2-D2s.
They're one of them. They're supposed because it's
rolling out.
Ancient Civilizations is Oringer.
Right.
That's what it's based on. And so one of them is like the Maori, maybe it's Maori, the like weird bubble people. It's not like Easter Island heads, but I'll show you a picture later. I'll link it in the episode. There's a Digimon based on it later. It's a fusion Digimon, not in fusion, but they digi fuse together.
Digimon sounds way too complicated.
It's the best. It's so good. But like it's 2 things that don't make sense that turn into one thing. Like it's like a harpy and an armadillo, and it makes one of these.
It makes an Easter Island head.
makes a not Easter Island head essentially. Yeah. It's really weird. But anyway, they're Megazord. Jelly now has a teleportation power that he did not have before. He has a teleportation power to where he can turn into...
Because monsters get different powers when they're giant.
Which is cool, which
Yeah.
I'm fine with. That reminds me of Flint the Time Detective, which I think we've talked about before, but I had to cut because it was going real long and made no sense. It's an anime where this caveman and his time-traveling friends have to get these little dudes who go from little dudes to big dudes, and they have powers when they're big dudes. And I really want to watch it. It's good. It's one of the 4 animes that I like. Do you remember I don't know if you ever did this in art class. You would put like soap on water and then food coloring, and it would swirl around, and it would look like...
I think we did that in science class.
We did it in art class, and it was not exactly this, but it was something similar, and it would look like marble, like marbling, and you would put a paper in it and bring it up.
Maybe it was art.
And it would dry, and it would look like marble, and it was like... What we used them for was like you would cut out shapes and you would put it over it like for a picture that you made, and so like it would have different textures and different patterns and stuff. But that's what he teleports like. It's swirling color milk or color liquid detergent on milk. That's what it looks like to me. And so he just teleports. I don't remember why he stops teleporting because he gets killed.
They probably hit him.
They probably just hit him and he was like,
teleports
"Can't do
into a Megazord fist.
Boom, face punch." So
and then they kill him. Is it just a regular
power sword?
Megazord slash?
Yeah, it's power sword now.
I'm sorry,
again.
Mega Power Megazord.
Mega powered sword.
Power Mega Power Sword.
Yep. So then we cut back to the juice bar, where Ernie gives them 5 sodas.
Yeah,
these sodas are water.
They look like just glasses of water.
Maybe
it's soda water.
No, because that fizzes. There's literally no carbonation. Either that or...
That's the trick. That's how he's going to stay in business.
That's where he's saving money.
It's like placebo effect. If I put this water in a colored glass and tell them it's soda, I can save a ton of money.
Yeah. Then I'm giving them water for free instead of soda. Maybe they paid for it. I don't know. So
I'm pretty sure he says on the house.
I don't think he said on the house, but
No?
I do think he implied that it was. He also gives them popcorn. I don't know. Little tiny bowl of popcorn for 5 growing teenagers to share. You're smart, Ernie. So
It's weird how he gives them these free things immediately after they kill the monster. Like that's where we cut to. It's a little nudge.
Yeah,
I think.
I think he only does it after they save the world.
Yeah.
Because it's the least he can do, you know? I'm still alive because you stopped that jellyfish from killing me. Here's some soda.
There's a tiny little bit of popcorn.
And 6 popped corns. You're
going to have to fight over that last one because there's only 5 of them.
Bulk and Skull music starts playing. And in come Bulk and Skull with the Bulk Witch over their heads like they are some sort of sandwich-worshipping tribe of 2 people. And
we get the same joke.
We get the same joke. Because they're
Guess what happens?
Can you guess? You're right. They dropped it on their face. They got yucky.
I did like how they fought with the bread after.
Yes, and then Bulk eats it. He slips on some mustard and salami and just plants right onto his side. It was real painful. But like Jason's like, they're like, we're gonna put this time capsule, and Jason's like, we already buried it, and then he immediately drops it. Like he's so shocked that 5 hours later,
the 5 kids with the best grade in class actually did the thing they were told to do.
Did the thing that they were asked to do. So then it ends on a weird note because normally it ends on Bulk and Skull getting gross, right?
Yeah.
Not today. Today it ends on them going, I hope in 100 years there's no fighting or prejudice or war. Bullies. I forget what all of them were. Or they're like, a world without this and this and this.
Yeah.
And then like, Josh is like, I wish one of them just had a dumb one. Like Zach was like, yeah, sweet cars. Cars with no wheels. You can fly everywhere you want.
Zach would be perfect because he'd be like, yeah, hoverboards.
Hoverboards.
Do that little snap point that he does.
Yeah.
Instead, he hangs on Trini again.
Yeah, what's up with that? What's going on here?
I'm not on board with track.
I'll allow it. I will allow track to be the ship name.
I couldn't think of another one on short notice.
That's fine. It works fine. Because there's the other one. Zany?
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 I like track.
I like track. So, yeah, that's the episode. Let's hope for a better future. They don't actually mention how that they're going to try to make one because they're Power Rangers. I want to point that out.
In the episode 80 years from now, 80 years from right now, 100 years from this episode,
yeah,
none of those things come true. It should be like an almost apocalyptic season.
Well,
where they dig up this thing that has a picture of Power Rangers in it, and then like they do research, and like that's how they get their powers.
That would be cool.
That, like they find
when
them?
Does RPM take place?
Out of canon while also kind of being in,
because they're in. Because, like, the original, like, what RPM is based off of is, like, racing and teddy bears. Like, that's literally what the Sentai is based on. And none of the apocalyptic stuff is in that, but then they're in our new stuff. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't think anybody knows what the deal is. I think they're probably just glossing over it. They're like, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's Power Rangers. Don't worry about it.
Well, it was just like, this is the end of Power Rangers. Whatever you want to do.
And then everyone watched it because it was real good.
Yeah, it's the same thing that happened within Space.
Within Space,
they should threaten to cancel Power Rangers every season.
Every other year. Maybe every 3 years.
Because if it was every other year, we would get a cycle of Turbo in Space, Turbo in Space, Turbo in Space.
I'm willing to go through one Turbo every other year for an In Space every other year.
Nah.
I'm totally willing to do that. Book it.
No, because it would be like a really cool season would get turboed, and then that would make me mad.
but then you can just go watch a Sentai.
Yeah, but that's never the same. Sentai is a different show than Power Rangers. Super Sentai is a different show.
Yeah, like 1,000,000%. Because
so I could just go watch the Sentai. I could go watch Car Ranger, and I would enjoy Car Ranger because it is a parody of itself.
Right.
Whereas Turbo doesn't realize that it is, and that's why it's bad.
It realized it about halfway through. Or I think around the pizza episode, they go,
right about when the Rangers change, I think.
Yeah, it's like, oh crap, it's a joke. And the next episode's about giant jackets. We better steer into this skid.
One that's just it's a baseball guy. His head is a giant baseball with like a goofy face.
Yeah,
on it.
and they're like, how dare you try to corrupt children using the power of baseball? Which, yeah, how dare he?
But as bad a season as it is, we get 2 of the best episodes at the end.
And then we get In Space for a year. We have 40 episodes of In Space.
I don't know.
Only one problem, and it's Zane. But that's going to do it for us today. Our recording is an hour and a half, and I only know of 15 minutes I can cut out.
We can cut out a lot.
I'm hoping. MorphinGrid.tumblr.com is our website. It's all updated. Go check that out. You can email us at littledates.morphingrid@gmail.com. We're on Twitter at MorphinGrid. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/TheMorphinGrid. We're on iTunes if you want to leave us a rating and review. That'd be really cool of you. That's going to do it for us for today. Join us next time. I don't know. This is a Friday episode.
Join us Monday.
Join us Monday for episode 48. Not Return of an Old Friend. That's in like 2 weeks.
According to Netflix, it's The Crystal of Nightmares.
I forget. It's another something of something. I don't know. Anyway, until then, may the power protect you. Sorry, future me.
Future you's going to hear that and go, no, you're not.
No, you're not. You're a liar is what you are.